Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and your phone is gone. Not lost, it doesn't exist. No alarm clock either. No bathroom in your house. No car outside. No electric lights. Nothing. Welcome to the year 1900, a time when life was completely different from today. Welcome to Artificial Fluency. I'm your teacher, and today we're taking a journey back in time. We'll learn English through the story of someone living over 120 years ago. This is perfect for practicing past tense, learning descriptive vocabulary, and understanding how dramatically life has changed. Ready to time travel? Let's go! Let me tell you about a morning in 1900. Listen carefully to the past tense verbs. I woke up when sunlight came through the thin curtains. There was no alarm clock beside my bed. There was no phone to check. The room was cold, very cold. Why? No heating system, just the leftover warmth from last night's fire. Let's learn key vocabulary. Curtains, the fabric covering windows. The thin curtains let in the morning light. Leftover, remaining from before. I ate leftover soup for lunch. Notice the past tense structure. There was no. This is how we describe what didn't exist. There was no internet, singular. There were no computers, plural. Common mistake. Don't say there haven't for historical facts. Use there was no or there were no. Now, getting ready. I got out of bed and walked to the wooden table. There was a bowl of cold water. That was my bathroom. I splashed the icy water on my face. It made me shiver, but it woke me up completely. Shiver, shake from cold or fear. The cold wind made me shiver. Splash, throw water quickly. The children splashed in the pool. Grammar point. Made me plus verb shows cause and effect. The cold made me shiver. The story made me think. The joke made me laugh. Call to action. Are you already learning new vocabulary? If this is helping you understand English better, please hit that like button and subscribe. Comment below. What modern thing would you miss most? Your phone? Hot shower? Let me know. Let's continue with getting dressed in 1900. I put on my clothes, the same ones from yesterday. We didn't have many clothes. My white shirt had small holes, but it was clean. My brown trousers were thick and heavy. My boots were old, but strong. Notice, put on is a phrasal verb, meaning to dress yourself. Put on your coat, wear it. Take off your shoes, remove them. Don't confuse with wear. You put on clothes, action, then you wear them, state. Breakfast time. My family was already in the kitchen. Mother had made bread, hard brown bread from yesterday. There was butter, soft and salty. There was fresh milk, thick and creamy. We didn't have plates for everyone. We shared. Key phrase. We shared. This shows community spirit. In 1900, sharing wasn't just nice, it was necessary. Descriptive vocabulary pattern. Adjective plus and plus adjective. hard and brown, soft and salty, thick and creamy. This makes descriptions more vivid. Try it yourself. We ate quietly. Father talked about the weather. Mother talked about the neighbors. Simple conversation. No news from phones, no social media, just family voices and the sound of eating. Notice how I'm using short sentences to create atmosphere. This is a storytelling technique. Vary your sentence length for interest. Now, the journey to work. I left the house and started walking. There were no buses. There were no cars. Everyone walked or used horses. The street was dirt, not concrete. When it rained, it became mud. Dirt, earth, soil. The children played in the dirt. Mud, wet dirt. My shoes were covered in mud. Let's practice past continuous. Was, were, plus verb ing. This describes ongoing actions in the past. People were walking to work. Horses were pulling carts. Children were playing in the street. As I walked, I saw the community waking up. A woman was sweeping her doorstep. A boy was carrying water from the well. Old men were sitting and talking. This was social media in 1900. Real faces, real conversations. Well, a deep hole for water. They got water from the well. Doorstep. Entrance to a house. The package was left on the doorstep. Common mistake. Don't say, I was seeing. Use simple past, I saw, for perception verbs. See, hear, smell, taste, feel. The journey took 30 minutes. My feet hurt in the old boots, but this was normal. Everyone's feet hurt. Everyone was tired. But everyone kept walking because there was no choice. The workday in 1900. The factory was loud and dirty. Machines made terrible noise. The air was thick with dust. We worked with our hands, lifting, carrying, building. No computers, no sitting at desks, just physical work, hour after hour. Vocabulary for work conditions. Loud, very noisy. Thick, dense, hard to see through. Dust, tiny particles in the air. My job was carrying wooden boxes. They were heavy. My back hurt. My hands became red and rough. But I continued because I needed the money. Everyone needed the money. Rough, not smooth. His hands were rough from hard work. Past tense expressions of necessity. I had to work. Obligation. I needed to earn money. Necessity. I was supposed to arrive early. Expectation. Still with me? You're doing great. If you're enjoying this journey to the past, please subscribe and share this with someone learning English. How many hours do you work per day? In 1900, it was often 10 to 12 hours. Lunch break. At noon, we had 15 minutes to eat. I had bread and cheese in my pocket. No refrigerator meant no fresh food at work. We drank water from a shared metal cup. Everyone used the same cup. Today, this seems unhealthy. Then, it was normal. Notice, used to versus simple past. We used to share cups. Regular past habit. We shared cups. Simple statement about the past. The journey home. At 6 p.m., work ended. I walked home as the sun was setting. The sky changed colors. Orange, pink, purple. No street lights meant darkness was coming. Everyone hurried home. Describing sunset vocabulary. Setting sun, sun going down. Dusk, time when sun sets. Twilight, light after sunset. The streets were different in evening. Women were washing clothes in buckets outside. Children were playing with a ball made of cloth. Men were smoking pipes and talking. This was entertainment, watching life happen. Past continuous for background actions. While I was walking home, children were playing. This structure shows two simultaneous past actions. Dinner at home. Mother had made soup with vegetables from our small garden. We had bread, always bread. We sat around the wooden table. The fire provided light and warmth. We talked about our day. Provide means give, supply. The sun provides light and heat. Family conversation. Father told us about problems at his work. Mother shared neighborhood news. My sister talked about learning to sew. I described the new worker at the factory. No TV to watch. We watched each other's faces in the firelight. Evening in 1900. After dinner, we stayed together. Mother was sewing holes in clothes. Father was fixing a broken chair. My sister was practicing reading, slowly, carefully. Books were expensive and special. More past continuous practice, describing parallel activities. While Mother was sewing, Father was fixing the chair. As I was listening, my sister was reading. I helped my sister with reading. Education was different then. Not everyone could read. Not everyone went to school. Learning was a privilege, not a right. Privilege means special advantage. Education is a privilege many people don't have. Bedtime preparation.
At 9 p.m., we prepared for bed. We used candles to see. Each candle was precious. We couldn't waste them. I washed my face with cold water again. I put on thick sleeping clothes. The house would be freezing by morning. Vocabulary for cold. Freezing, extremely cold. Chilly, uncomfortably cold. Icy, cold like ice. My bed was small and hard. The mattress was filled with straw. The blanket was heavy wool. I could hear the wind outside. No traffic sounds, no sirens, just wind and sometimes an owl. Straw means dried grain stems. The farmer collected straw from the field. Owl means night bird. The owl hooted in the darkness.
Before sleeping, people in 1900 often reflected. I thought about my day, wake up with the sun, work with my hands, eat simple food, talk with family, sleep when darkness came. Every day was similar. Was it boring? Maybe. Was it hard? Yes. Was it real? Absolutely. Let's compare then and now. Then, we had time, but no technology. Now, we have technology, but no time. Then, we had community, but no privacy. Now, we have privacy, but less community. Then, we had simple problems and simple solutions. Now, we have complex problems needing complex solutions. Which is better? That's not the point. The point is understanding how much has changed and what we've gained and lost. Key phrase: trade-off. Giving up one thing for another. Modern life is a trade-off between convenience and simplicity. So, what can we learn from 1900? First, gratitude. Every modern convenience, your phone, your shower, your car, is a miracle to someone from 1900. Don't take them for granted. Second, connection. Without devices, people in 1900 had to look at each other, talk to each other, depend on each other. Maybe we can learn from that. Third, simplicity. Their lives were hard but uncomplicated. Work, eat, sleep, repeat. Sometimes our complex lives make us forget these basics. Your homework. Tonight, try living like 1900 for just 1 hour. No phone, no TV, no electric lights. Just sit with family or friends and talk. Or sit alone and think. Experience that silence, that simplicity. Then tomorrow, when your alarm rings or your phone buzzes, remember, you're living in someone's future paradise. Someone from 1900 would be amazed by your ordinary morning. Thank you for taking this journey with me. We've practiced past tense, learned historical vocabulary, and hopefully gained some perspective on our modern lives. If this lesson helped you, please share it with someone learning English or someone interested in history. Subscribe for more unique English lessons that teach more than just language. Remember, your English improves when you engage with interesting content. history, stories, ideas, they all make language come alive. This is Artificial Fluency, reminding you that learning English is also learning about the world, past, present, and future. What would you miss most about modern life? Comment below in English. It's great practice. Until next time, appreciate your hot shower, your morning coffee, and yes, even your alarm clock. Someone from 1900 would call them miracles.
Hey Alexa, what's the weather today? Okay Google, find me a restaurant nearby. ChatGPT, help me write an email. If you use any of these phrases daily, you're already living with artificial intelligence. But how much do you really understand about the technology that's reshaping our world? Today, we're diving deep into AI and technology in our daily lives. Welcome back to Artificial Fluency Podcast. I'm Taylor, and this episode is specifically crafted for intermediate English learners at B1 and B2 levels who want to engage with one of the most important topics of our time, artificial intelligence and technology. Whether you realize it or not, AI has already become an integral part of our daily routines. From the moment you wake up and check your smartphone to the recommendations you receive on streaming services, artificial intelligence is quietly working in the background of our lives. But this episode isn't just about understanding technology, it's about mastering the English language skills you need to discuss, debate, and navigate our increasingly digital world. Today's exploration includes: we'll start by building essential AI and technology vocabulary that you hear every day in news, conversations, and online. Then, we'll explore how to express opinions about technology using advanced grammar structures. Next, we'll examine the impact of AI on different aspects of life: education, work, entertainment, and relationships. Finally, we'll practice future predictions and discuss ethical questions surrounding artificial intelligence. By the end of our hour together, you'll have mastered over 50 technology-related terms, practiced complex grammar for expressing opinions and making predictions, and gained the confidence to participate in meaningful conversations about one of the most fascinating topics of the 21st century. Are you ready to explore the fascinating intersection of language, technology, and the future? Let's power up and begin. Before we can have sophisticated conversations about artificial intelligence, we need to build a solid foundation of technology vocabulary. Let's start with the fundamental concepts that you encounter daily. Core AI and technology terms. Artificial intelligence. AI. Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence. Computer systems that can perform tasks typically requiring human intelligence. Algorithm. Algorithm. A set of rules or instructions for solving problems. Machine learning. Machine learning. AI systems that improve automatically through experience. Data. Data. Information used by computers to make decisions. Automation. Automation. Technology performing tasks without human intervention. Let me put these terms into context with a real-world example. The music streaming app uses artificial intelligence to analyze your listening data. Its algorithm learns from your preferences through machine learning, and then automation suggests new songs you might enjoy. This entire process happens without human intervention. Daily technology vocabulary. Smartphone, mobile phone with advanced computing capabilities. App, application, software program designed for mobile devices. Cloud storage, storing data on internet servers rather than local devices. Streaming, watching or listening to content online without downloading. Social media, online platforms for sharing content and communicating. E-commerce, buying and selling goods online. Advanced AI terminology. Chatbot, chatbot, AI program designed to simulate conversation. Virtual assistant, AI software that performs tasks through voice commands. Neural network, computer system modeled on the human brain. Deep learning, advanced machine learning using neural networks. Big data, extremely large data sets that require special tools to analyze. Predictive analytics, using data to forecast future events. Grammar focus, present perfect for technology changes. When discussing how technology has evolved, we frequently use present perfect. Artificial intelligence has revolutionized many industries. Smartphones have become essential tools for daily life. Social media has changed how we communicate. Machine learning has made significant advances recently. This tense emphasizes the connection between past developments and current reality. Technology in different sectors. Healthcare AI. Diagnosis, identifying medical conditions. Telemedicine, remote medical consultations. Wearable devices, technology you wear to monitor health. Medical imaging, using AI to analyze X-rays, MRIs, etc. Education technology, e-learning, learning through electronic technology. Online courses, educational programs delivered via internet. Interactive software, programs that respond to user input. Adaptive learning, AI that adjusts to individual learning styles. Transportation innovation, autonomous vehicles, self-driving cars. GPS navigation, satellite-based location services. Ride-sharing, services like Uber and Lyft. Electric vehicles, cars powered by electricity rather than gasoline. Here's something fascinating about technology vocabulary. Many terms are quite new to English. Words like smartphone only became common in the 2000s, and machine learning was mainly academic until recently. This shows how quickly language adapts to technological change. Internet and digital communication. Browser, software for accessing websites. Search engine, system for finding information online. Website, collection of web pages with related content. Social network, online community of users who share content. Video call, real-time video communication over internet. Instant messaging, sending text messages immediately. Grammar point, modal verbs for technology capabilities. When describing what technology can do, we use modal verbs. Can, for current abilities. AI can recognize faces in photographs. Smartphones can translate languages instantly. Could, for potential or past abilities. This technology could revolutionize education. Before GPS, we couldn't navigate as easily. Might or may, for uncertain possibilities. AI might replace some jobs in the future. This app may not work on older devices. Describing technology features. Positive adjectives. User-friendly, innovative, efficient, reliable, cutting edge, intuitive. Potential concerns, addictive, invasive, overwhelming, unreliable, outdated. Technology problems and solutions. Common issues. Crash, when software stops working suddenly. Bug, error in computer software. Virus, malicious software that damages systems. Hack, unauthorized access to computer systems. Spam, unwanted electronic messages. Solutions. Update, install newer version of software. Backup, create copies of important data. Antivirus, software that protects against malicious programs. Password protection, using secret codes to secure accounts. Encryption, converting data into secure code. Let me share a technology story that illustrates many of these concepts. Last month, my laptop crashed while I was working on an important presentation. Fortunately, I had backed up my data to cloud storage. I was able to access the file from my smartphone, make quick edits using a mobile app, and send it to my colleague through instant messaging. This experience showed me how interconnected our devices have become. Future technology predictions. Virtual reality, VR, computer-generated simulation of real environment. Augmented reality, AR, overlay of digital information on real world. Internet of Things, IoT, everyday objects connected to internet. 5G technology, fifth generation of wireless communication. Quantum computing, extremely powerful type of computing. Biotechnology, technology based on biological systems. Useful expressions for technology discussions. The rapid pace of technological advancement, discussing speed of change. AI has the potential to, expressing possibilities. One of the main advantages/disadvantages is presenting arguments. Technology has made it possible to, describing capabilities. There are concerns about, introducing problems or worries. Let's practice pronunciation of some challenging technology terms. Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence. Pause. Algorithm. Rhythm. Pause. Automation. Automation. Pause. Neural network. Neural network. Common technology collocations. Install software or an app. Download files, music, videos. Upload photos, documents. Stream videos, music. Browse the internet, websites. Search for information. Connect to Wi-Fi, the internet. Charge your phone or device. Understanding these fundamental concepts gives us the tools to explore how AI is transforming different aspects of our lives. In our next segment, we'll examine the real-world applications and impacts of artificial intelligence. Now that we have our vocabulary foundation, let's explore how artificial intelligence is actually transforming our daily experiences. From the moment you wake up to your evening entertainment, AI is probably influencing more of your day than you realize. AI in your morning routine. Think about a typical morning. Your smartphone's alarm uses AI to analyze your sleep patterns and wake you during lighter sleep phases. When you check the weather, AI algorithms process massive amounts of meteorological data to give you accurate forecasts. Your coffee machine might be programmed to start brewing at the perfect time based on your usual schedule. AI in entertainment and media. Recommendation systems. AI suggests movies, music, or products based on your preferences. Content personalization. Social media feeds tailored to your interests. Streaming algorithms. Platforms like Netflix and Spotify use AI to curate content. Gaming AI. Intelligent opponents and realistic game environments. News aggregation. AI collects and organizes news stories relevant to you. Here's a practical example. Netflix has transformed how we discover entertainment. Instead of browsing through thousands of movies randomly, AI analyzes your viewing history, the time of day you watch, what you rate highly, and even how long you watch before turning something off. This data creates a personalized experience that has revolutionized the entertainment industry. Grammar focus. Present continuous for current changes. When discussing ongoing technological transformations, we use present continuous. AI is changing the way we work. Companies are implementing new AI systems. People are becoming more dependent on technology. Society is adapting to these rapid changes. AI in the workplace. Automation of tasks. Data analysis. AI processes large data sets faster than humans. Customer service. Chatbots handle basic inquiries. Scheduling. AI optimizes calendars and meetings. Email management. Smart filters and automated responses. Document processing. AI extracts information from forms and contracts. New job categories. AI specialist. Expert in artificial intelligence systems. Data scientist. Professional who analyzes complex data sets. Machine learning engineer. Developer of AI learning systems. AI ethics consultant. Advisor on responsible AI implementation. Automation specialist. Expert in workplace automation systems. Jobs at risk versus jobs enhanced. Potentially automated. Routine data entry. Basic customer service. Simple manufacturing tasks. Basic bookkeeping. Repetitive administrative work. Enhanced by AI. Medical diagnosis. Doctors using AI tools. Financial analysis. Analysts with AI assistants. Creative work. Designers using AI for inspiration. Education. Teachers with personalized learning tools. Research. Scientists using AI for data analysis. It's important to understand that AI isn't simply replacing human workers, it's changing the nature of work itself. Many jobs are being enhanced rather than eliminated. For example, doctors are using AI to detect patterns in medical imaging that human eyes might miss, but they still need human judgment to interpret results and interact with patients. AI in education. Personalized learning. Adaptive platforms. Systems that adjust difficulty based on student performance. Intelligent tutoring. AI provides customized instruction. Automated grading. AI evaluates tests and assignments. Learning analytics. Tracking student progress and identifying problems. Language learning apps. AI-powered pronunciation correction and conversation practice. Educational technology vocabulary. E-learning platform. Online system for delivering education. Virtual classroom. Online space for teaching and learning. Interactive content. Educational material that responds to user input. Assessment tools. Technology for testing and evaluating students. Digital literacy. Ability to use technology effectively. AI in transportation. Smart transportation systems. Traffic optimization. AI manages traffic lights and flow. Route planning. GPS systems find optimal paths. Autonomous vehicles. Self-driving cars and trucks. Predictive maintenance. AI predicts when vehicles need service. Ride-sharing algorithms. Matching passengers with drivers efficiently. Grammar point. Future predictions with will and going to. Will for predictions based on opinion. AI will revolutionize transportation within the next decade. Autonomous vehicles will become commonplace. Going to for predictions based on current evidence. Based on current trends, we're going to see more AI in healthcare. Companies are going to invest heavily in machine learning. AI in healthcare. Medical applications. Diagnostic imaging. AI analyzes X-rays, MRIs, and CT scans. Drug discovery. AI accelerates development of new medications. Personalized treatment. AI customizes therapy based on individual patient data. Remote monitoring. Wearable devices track health continuously. Surgical assistance. AI-guided robotic surgery. Healthcare technology terms. Telemedicine. Remote medical consultations via technology. Wearable sensors. Devices that monitor vital signs. Electronic health records. Digital patient information systems. AI diagnosis. Computer-assisted medical diagnosis. Precision medicine. Treatment tailored to individual genetic makeup. AI in financial services. Banking and finance AI. Fraud detection. AI identifies suspicious transactions. Credit scoring. AI evaluates loan applications. Algorithmic trading. AI makes investment decisions. Personal finance apps. AI helps manage budgets and savings. Customer service chatbots. AI handles banking inquiries. Let me share a fascinating development in AI, the rise of digital assistants that are becoming increasingly sophisticated. These aren't just simple voice commands anymore. Modern AI assistants can understand context, remember previous conversations, and even detect emotion in your voice to provide more appropriate responses. Expressing opinions about AI impact. Positive viewpoints. AI has the potential to solve complex global problems. I believe AI will make our lives more convenient and efficient. In my opinion, AI could democratize access to education and healthcare. Concerned viewpoints. I'm worried about the privacy implications of AI. There are concerns about AI replacing human jobs. Some people fear that AI might become too powerful. Balanced viewpoints. While AI offers many benefits, we need to address the risks. AI has great potential, but we must ensure it's developed responsibly. The impact of AI will likely be both positive and challenging. Grammar focus. Expressing degrees of certainty. High certainty. AI will definitely change how we work. There's no doubt that technology is advancing rapidly. Medium certainty. AI will probably create new types of jobs. It's likely that automation will increase. Low certainty. AI might eventually understand human emotions. It's possible that robots could become companions. Advanced discussion vocabulary. Transformation. Complete change in form or appearance. Revolutionary. Involving dramatic change. Implementation. The process of putting something into action. Integration. combining different systems or parts. Optimization, making something as effective as possible. Disruption, interruption of normal processes by innovation. Here's something thought-provoking. AI systems are increasingly making decisions that affect our lives, from determining which job applications get reviewed to deciding what content we see on social media. This raises important questions about transparency, fairness, and accountability that we'll explore more in our next segment. Common expressions for discussing change. Technology is reshaping the way we, describing transformation. The rapid advancement of AI has led to discussing consequences. As AI becomes more sophisticated, describing development. The integration of AI into daily life means that explaining implications. Understanding how AI impacts different sectors helps us appreciate both its potential and its challenges. In our next segment, we'll explore the ethical considerations and future implications of artificial intelligence. As AI becomes more powerful and prevalent, we face important ethical questions that will shape the future of our society. Today's English learners need to understand and discuss these complex issues, as they'll likely be central to many conversations and decisions in your personal and professional lives. Privacy and data protection. One of the most pressing concerns about AI is how it uses our personal information. Every click, search, and interaction generates data that AI systems use to make predictions about our behavior. Privacy-related vocabulary. Personal data. Information that can identify an individual. Data collection. Gathering information about users. Privacy settings. Controls for limiting information sharing. Data breach. Unauthorized access to private information. Surveillance. Systematic observation or monitoring. Anonymization, removing identifying information from data. Consent, permission to use personal information. Consider this scenario. Your fitness app tracks your daily steps, heart rate, and sleep patterns. This data helps the AI provide personalized health recommendations. However, this same information could potentially be used by insurance companies to assess your health risks or by employers to evaluate your lifestyle. The question becomes, who owns this data and how should it be used? Grammar focus, conditional sentences for ethical scenarios. Second conditional for hypothetical situations. If AI had access to all our personal data, would we lose our privacy? If robots could think like humans, what rights would they have? Third conditional for past ethical decisions. If we had regulated AI development earlier, we might have avoided some current problems. If companies had been more transparent about data usage, people would have trusted them more. Bias and fairness in AI. AI systems learn from data. And if that data contains human biases, the AI will perpetuate and potentially amplify those biases. Bias-related terms. Algorithmic bias, unfair treatment resulting from automated systems. Discrimination, treating groups of people differently based on characteristics. Representation, ensuring all groups are fairly included. Equality, everyone having the same rights and opportunities. Fairness, treating people justly and without favoritism. Diversity, including people from different backgrounds. Inclusive, designed to include everyone. Employment and economic impact. Job displacement versus job creation. Displacement, workers losing jobs to automation. Retraining, learning new skills for different jobs. Upskilling, developing more advanced abilities. Economic inequality, gap between rich and poor people. Universal basic income, government payment to all citizens. Labor market, the supply and demand for workers. Here's a complex economic question. While AI might eliminate some traditional jobs, it's also creating entirely new industries and opportunities. The challenge isn't just technological, it's social. How do we ensure that the benefits of AI are distributed fairly across society, and that people whose jobs are automated have opportunities to transition to new roles? AI governance and regulation. Policy-related vocabulary. Regulation, official rules controlling AI development and use. Compliance, following established rules and standards. Accountability, being responsible for AI system decisions. Transparency, making AI processes clear and understandable. Audit, systematic examination of AI systems. Standards, established requirements for AI development. Ethics Committee, group overseeing responsible AI development. Future predictions and speculation. Grammar point, future continuous and future perfect. Future continuous for ongoing future actions. In 10 years, AI will be managing most of our daily schedules. By 2030, people will be working alongside AI assistants regularly. Future perfect for completed future actions. By 2035, AI will have revolutionized medical diagnosis. In the next decade, autonomous vehicles will have become mainstream. Emerging AI technologies. Advanced AI concepts. Artificial general intelligence, AI with human-level cognitive abilities. Superintelligence, AI that surpasses human intelligence. Quantum AI, AI systems using quantum computing. Brain-computer interfaces, direct connections between brain and computer. Synthetic biology, engineering biological systems. Nanotechnology, manipulation of matter at atomic scale. Potential future scenarios. Optimistic predictions. AI could solve climate change through better energy management. Medical AI might eliminate many diseases. Educational AI could provide personalized learning for everyone. AI assistants could handle routine tasks, freeing humans for creative work. Cautious predictions. Society will need to adapt laws and institutions for AI integration. New forms of digital divide might emerge between AI literate and AI illiterate populations. Cybersecurity will become increasingly important as AI systems become targets. Concerning predictions. Massive job displacement could create social instability. AI surveillance could threaten democratic freedoms. Autonomous weapons could change the nature of warfare. It's important to note that these aren't inevitable futures. They're possibilities that depend on the choices we make today about AI development, regulation, and implementation. Expressing future uncertainty. High probability. AI will almost certainly become more integrated into daily life. It's virtually guaranteed that AI will continue advancing. Medium probability. There's a good chance that AI will transform education. It's quite likely that autonomous vehicles will become common. Low probability. It's conceivable that AI might develop consciousness. There's a slight possibility that AI could become uncontrollable. AI ethics discussion vocabulary. Moral responsibility, being accountable for right and wrong actions. Human dignity, inherent worth and respect owed to people. Autonomy, independence and self-determination. Justice, fair treatment and respect for rights. Beneficence, doing good and helping others. Non-maleficence, avoiding harm. Consent, voluntary agreement. Advanced grammar, complex conditional structures. Mixed conditionals for complex scenarios. If AI systems were perfectly unbiased, which they're not, we would still need human oversight. If we had started regulating AI earlier, we wouldn't be facing these ethical dilemmas now. Inverted conditionals for formal discussion. Should AI achieve general intelligence, humanity would face unprecedented challenges. Were AI to be developed without ethical guidelines, the consequences could be severe. Global perspectives on AI development. Different countries and cultures approach AI development with varying priorities and concerns. Innovation-focused approach, prioritizing technological advancement. Regulation-first approach, emphasizing safety and ethical guidelines. Human-centered approach, keeping human welfare as the primary concern. Economic competitiveness approach, focusing on national advantage. Here's a fascinating linguistic note. The way we talk about AI reveals our attitudes towards it. Notice how we use metaphors like AI learning, machine thinking, or algorithmic decisions. These phrases anthropomorphize technology. We give it human characteristics. This linguistic choice affects how we perceive and interact with AI systems. Useful expressions for ethical discussions. From an ethical standpoint, Introducing moral considerations. The dilemma we face is presenting complex choices. On one hand, on the other hand, comparing different perspectives. The implications of this are discussing consequences. We need to balance with weighing competing interests. Personal responsibility in the AI age. As individuals, we also have responsibilities. Digital literacy, understanding how AI systems work. Critical thinking, questioning AI recommendations and decisions. Privacy awareness, being conscious of data sharing. Lifelong learning, continuously adapting to technological change. Civic engagement, participating in discussions about AI policy. The ethical landscape of AI is complex and evolving. In our final segment, we'll practice having nuanced conversations about these challenging topics. Now let's put everything together by practicing sophisticated conversations about AI and technology. These are the kinds of discussions you'll encounter in academic, professional, and social settings as AI becomes increasingly central to public discourse. Conversation 1. Workplace AI implementation. Manager, we're considering implementing AI chatbots for our customer service department. What are your thoughts on this proposal? Employee, I can see the potential benefits. AI could handle routine inquiries 24/7 and free up our human staff for more complex issues. However, I'm concerned about maintaining the personal touch that our customers value. Manager, that's a valid concern. How do you think we could balance efficiency with personalization? Employee, perhaps we could use AI for initial screening and simple questions, but ensure that complex or sensitive issues are always escalated to human representatives. We could also train the AI to recognize when customers seem frustrated and transfer them immediately. I like that hybrid approach. What about the impact on our current customer service team? That's crucial to consider. Rather than replacing staff, we should retrain them for higher-level roles like relationship management and complex problem-solving. This way, AI becomes a tool that enhances human capabilities rather than replacing them. Conversation 2. AI in education debate. Teacher, I've been reading about AI tutoring systems that can personalize learning for each student. Do you think this could improve educational outcomes? Parent, it sounds promising in theory, but I worry about children becoming too dependent on technology. Don't you think there's value in struggling through problems and developing resilience? Teacher, you raise an excellent point. I think the key is how we implement these tools. AI could handle drilling basic skills or providing immediate feedback, allowing teachers more time for creative projects and social-emotional learning. Parent, I suppose my concern is about screen time and the social aspects of learning. Children learn so much from interacting with peers and teachers. Absolutely. I envision AI as supporting classroom learning, not replacing it. For instance, AI could identify which students need extra help with specific concepts, allowing me to form targeted small groups or peer tutoring partnerships. Parent, that makes more sense. So AI would help you teach more effectively rather than replace teaching itself. Exactly. The goal should be to enhance human connection and learning, not diminish it. Debate phrases for balanced discussions. You raise an excellent point. I suppose my concern is, I envision, the goal should be to. Conversation 3. AI and privacy. Friend A, I just read that my fitness app has been selling data about my exercise habits to insurance companies. I had no idea this was happening. Friend B, that's really concerning. Did you read the privacy policy when you downloaded the app? A, honestly, no. Those things are so long and complicated. But shouldn't there be stronger protections for personal health data? B, I agree that privacy policies should be clearer, but I also think we need to take more responsibility for understanding what we're agreeing to. The convenience of these apps come with trade-offs. A, but how can ordinary people be expected to understand complex data policies? It feels like these companies are taking advantage of our lack of technical knowledge. B, you're right that there's an unfair burden on consumers. Maybe the solution is a combination of simpler, standardized privacy notices and stronger regulations about how sensitive data can be used. A, what would you do in my situation? Should I delete the app? B, that depends on your priorities. You could look for alternative apps with better privacy practices, or keep using it but adjust your privacy settings. The important thing is making an informed choice. Privacy discussion phrases. That's really concerning. There's an unfair burden on. The important thing is, that depends on your priorities. Conversation 4. Future AI developments. Student A. Do you think AI will ever become truly conscious like in science fiction movies? Student B. That's one of the most fascinating questions in AI research. Currently, we don't even have a clear definition of consciousness, let alone a way to measure it in machines. A. But AI systems are already showing some surprising behaviors. ChatGPT can write poetry and seem to understand emotions. B. True, but there's a difference between simulating understanding and actually experiencing consciousness. AI might be getting better at mimicking human responses without having genuine subjective experiences. A. How would we even know if an AI became conscious? It's not like we can ask it directly and trust the answer. B. Exactly. That's what philosophers call the problem of other minds. We can't directly access anyone else's consciousness, human or artificial. We infer it from behavior and self-reports. A. So if an AI claimed to be conscious and acted like it was experiencing emotions, we might never know if it was real or just very sophisticated programming. B. Right. And that raises profound questions about how we should treat such systems. If there's even a possibility they're conscious, do we have moral obligations toward them? A. Now you're making my head spin. These questions are way more complex than I initially thought. B. Welcome to the fascinating world of AI ethics. The more you learn, the more questions you discover. Advanced discussion phrases. That's one of the most fascinating questions. There's a difference between and. That raises profound questions about. Welcome to the fascinating world of. Grammar review for AI conversations. Expressing possibility and uncertainty. AI might eventually develop consciousness. There could be unintended consequences. It's likely that AI will become more sophisticated. Comparing present and future. While current AI systems can process information, future AI might actually understand it. Although today's chatbots seem intelligent, true AI consciousness remains hypothetical. Expressing contrasting views. On one hand, AI offers tremendous benefits. On the other hand, it poses significant risks. Some experts believe AI will solve humanity's problems, whereas others worry it could create new ones. Notice how these conversations demonstrate several important communication skills: active listening, respectful disagreement, building on others' ideas, and acknowledging complexity rather than oversimplifying issues. Essential phrases for technology debates. Introducing ideas. From my perspective, the way I see it, I'd argue that. Acknowledging others. That's a fair point, but I hadn't considered that angle. You've convinced me that. Expressing uncertainty. I'm not entirely sure about. It's difficult to predict. The jury's still out on. Practical AI conversation tips. Stay informed but humble. Technology changes rapidly. Acknowledge what you don't know. Consider multiple perspectives. AI affects different people differently. Focus on specific examples. Abstract concepts become clearer with concrete illustrations. Ask clarifying questions. What do you mean by? Helps deepen understanding. Connect to personal experience. How has AI already affected your daily life? Quick grammar tip for technology discussions. When discussing AI capabilities, pay attention to verb choice. AI can recognize patterns. AI is learning to understand context. AI will be able to reason like humans. AI has revolutionized data analysis. These conversation skills will serve you well, not just for AI discussions, but for any complex topic requiring nuanced thinking. The ability to explore ideas collaboratively, acknowledge uncertainty, and build understanding together is essential for effective communication in our rapidly changing world. What an incredible exploration we've had today into the intersection of artificial intelligence, technology, and the English language. Let's reflect on the ground we've covered in our digital learning adventure. Today's technological journey, vocabulary mastery. We've built a comprehensive toolkit of over 50 AI and technology terms, from fundamental concepts like algorithm and machine learning to advanced terminology like neural networks and predictive analytics. Grammar proficiency. We've practiced essential structures for technology discussions, present perfect for describing changes, modal verbs for expressing capabilities and possibilities, conditionals for exploring ethical scenarios, and future tenses for making predictions. Real-world applications. We've examined how AI is transforming education, healthcare, transportation, entertainment, and the workplace, giving you the knowledge and language to participate in meaningful conversations about these changes. Critical thinking skills. We've explored complex ethical questions about privacy, bias, job displacement, and the future of human-AI relationships, developing the vocabulary and argumentation skills to engage with these challenging topics. Conversation confidence. We've practiced sophisticated dialogues that demonstrate how to discuss AI respectfully, acknowledge different perspectives, and navigate complex topics with nuance and intellectual humility.
Key phrases you can use immediately. AI has the potential to, expressing possibilities. From an ethical standpoint, introducing moral considerations.